Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I just want to let you know how I did in the Legendary Readathon. The Legendary Readathon was hosted by All About Erica, and it went from December through February. So I had 3 months to complete 18 challenges, and I failed. Well, actually I did pretty good. I finished 15 out of 18 challenges. This is a lot of books and a lot of challenges to go through, so I'm just going to show the book that I read for every challenge and give you a star rating for them. All of these books I have talked about in other wrap-ups or reviews, that sort of thing, so nothing new in here. I've been working on these books for months. I think there's one that I might tell you more about because it's not in any other wrap-up. It's from this month. And yeah, let's just get into it. All About Erica will be linked down below. Go check out the channel. The first prompt is read one of my favorite standalones. That means Erica, one of Erica's favorite books. One of them that she listed was Kindred by Octavia Butler, which I have had the ebook and wanted to read forever, so I read that in January. It was amazing. Erica's got good taste. I gave it 5 stars. Prompt 2, read a book you've wanted but haven't gotten around to. I read Faithless by Karen Slaughter. It's part of her long Grant County series. I read this one in February and I gave it 4 stars. Now I only have 1 left in this series and then I'm done. Prompt 3, read a book that came out in the last year. In February I read Lakewood by Megan Giddings. I really enjoyed it and gave it 4 stars. Prompt 4, read a book by your favorite author. For that, I read The World of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. Really loved this book, especially the illustrations, and I gave it 4 stars. Prompt 5, read a book with a strange main character. I read Whispers in the Dark by Laurel Hightower. The character in this book has a bit of a superhuman ability, and I gave it 5 stars. Prompt 6, read a book a friend gave you as a present. I am going to count Starving Ghosts in Every Thread by Eric LaRocca, which is an ebook that I bought with a gift certificate I got as a present. That is as close as I could get for this challenge. Prompt 7, read an epic fantasy. In February, I finished The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. I finished it February 2nd and actually counted it in my January wrap-up. And this is the start of an epic fantasy. I gave it 4 stars. Prompt 8 was to give a book a second chance. I did not get to my second chance book, which was supposed to be The Stand. Prompt 9, read a book with a beautiful cover while listening to your favorite song. I read Beneath Ash and Bone by D. Alexander Ward while listening to my favorite band, which is Tool, playlist, and it was awesome. I gave this 5 stars. Prompt 10, Ghosts. I did not read anything with ghosts. I don't know how this happened. I love ghost stories. Prompt 11, written by me, meaning Erica. I was going to listen to Raziel's journey, but I did not get to it. Prompt 12, read a book with a gay romance. I read Simon versus the Homo sapiens Agenda in December, and I gave it 4 stars. Prompt 13, in space. Read a book taking place in space or has stars. On the cover, I read a book taking place in space, which was Starship Troopers, about a war with an alien race, by Robert A. Heinlein. And I gave this 3.5 stars. Prompt 14, read an unhaul book. I read Normal by Warren Ellis. This is a very strange, kind of weird science fiction story, very short. I tried to read it for Booktubeathon many years ago and had no idea what was going on, but it was the last book I tried to read after reading 6 other books in a week, and my mind was kind of fried. When I started reading it again this month in February, it was not hard to understand at all, other than being kind of weird, and it takes a little while to figure out what the real situation is. But I mean, it is understandable text, so I don't know what was going on with me before. This is about 2 groups of people that look into the future to try to save the earth, looking into the future through data and technology has caused them to pretty much lose their minds, and they have to go to this pretty much mental hospital that is just for these people, data analysts. And there's a bit of a mystery going on with an inmate who disappears. It was a strange one, and there were a couple of jokes that were in very poor taste, pretty sexist, that I wasn't a fan of. Maybe this book is focused, like the target audience is men, probably, but I did like some of the concepts, and it was an interesting read. I'll give this one 3.5 stars as well. Prompt 15, positive vibes. I got positive vibes from Winter, which is the 4th book in the Lunar Chronicles, and it felt really good to finish off that series and get back into that world with those amazing characters, and I gave it 4 stars. Prompt 16, read a book from a genre you don't usually read. I read Evicted, Poverty and Profit in the American City by Matthew Desmond. I don't read nonfiction as much as other genres. This was a really good book, eye-opening book, gave it 4 stars, and I read this in January. Prompt 17, read a book with a character who is an outcast. For that, I read Jimmy the Freak by Charles Coyo and Mark Steensland. I read this in December, and I gave it 4 stars. And the last prompt for the Legendary Readathon was Prompt 18, finish a book you already started. I read Tapetum Lucidum by the Sisters of Slaughter in December. Finished it after it was left half read for many, many months. I was very proud of that, and I gave that story 4 stars. So yeah, I read 15 out of 18 prompts. It was a fun challenge, and I really enjoyed doing it. Have you read any of these books, and what have you thought of them? If you like this video, you can hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back every Tuesday, Thursday, sometimes Sunday with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.